Good morning. I am so excited because in 2 weeks from today, I go to New York. And the main reason why I'm going to New York is because me and my friend wanted to go see Cursed Child before Tom Felton up and left the production, because we are both huge Harry Potter fans. And so we booked a little weekend trip to go see the show. I thought that there was no better way to prepare for this trip and get me hyped for this trip than to climb Mount Everest and finally read Alchemised. This has been sitting on my shelf since it has released, and I low-key have been intimidated to read it, mainly because she's thick. She's thick. And I also feel like people are highly confused when they read this book, but they love it anyway. So it just seemed like a lot, but you know what? There's gonna be no better time to read it than right now. Welcome to the first reading vlog of 2026, and we are starting off the bang with Alchemised. I have the physical book. I probably primarily will be doing the audiobook because I like to listen to books while I work, and I can't really read a book while I work, so we will see. But those are the two formats that we will be doing. This is going to be a spoiler vlog, so if you have not read and you don't want to be spoiled, please come back and find me again once you've read the book, and then we can enjoy this journey together. But this will have spoilers in it. I thought we would start this video off by me kind of showing you my book, because I have two special books. So, Alchemised, I know you're thinking, like, Lindsay, what is so special about the Alchemised book that you're holding? It's literally the standard Barnes & Noble one. Well, first of all, it came from an event that I unfortunately was not able to attend for various reasons, but I was still able to pick up my book. So I have a printed map of the world that we will be in. Palladia, I guess that's what it says. And then I also have this really cool postcard print. And then my book is actually signed by the author, which is really cool. The second book is a special Fairy Loot edition, and I got this in my sub box, and look how thick she is. Why is she thicker than the other one? Comparison. Why is she thicker? Again, gorgeous as always cover from Fairy Loot. If you can see the gloss overlay, it is so cute. I love the illustrations, and then the inside has like a silver foil overlay. This one is also signed, so I have two signed editions. I am not getting rid of either of them, so you know, it has a special little Fairy Loot note, which I think we will read together. And yeah, I'm so excited to start. Again, I don't know why she's so much thicker, and I hate to do this to you, but we're actually not going to start right this very second, because I have a hair appointment in about 30 minutes, and I need to leave in like 10 minutes, so we're not going to jump into this yet. We will jump into this when I get back. Also, if you notice, I look the same from another vlog. So now I'm filming simultaneously, and I love you so much, and pray for me that I don't confuse the two, because I typically don't film things simultaneously, so this could be chaos. I'm very excited to jump into some Dramini fan fiction that is traditionally published. I have read Rose in Chains. Loved that one. That one was so good. I also read the something something falling for your enemy one. That one was and I thought I would be more excited for that one. What is it, like this something how to not fall in love with your enemy or something like that? I don't know. That one was okay. I read that one first and it was okay. I loved Rose in Chains. I have also read Tom Felton's biography. I've read his book, loved it. I have read all the Harry Potter series. I have read Cursed Child. Otherwise, I would be reading that with this vlog, but I read Cursed Child when it came out. I've read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I've literally read them all. I have not read the Hermione fanfic like previously before it was traditionally published. I've only read the traditionally published one because I'm low-key kind of confused on how you even get them, but that's neither here nor there. I'm very excited. This is gonna hype me up for my trip, and yeah, I hope this book doesn't wreck me and put me in a giant book slump, because I'm finally getting out of a book slump and I cannot afford to be in another one. So I'll see you in a little bit, and we're gonna start reading Alchemised. We are back from getting our haircut. I love it so much. I desperately needed it. But that is not why we are here. We are here to start Alchemised. I do have another coffee. Like I said, we're going to read the little fairy lute note first. And then I'm going to pull up the audiobook and we're going to get going. Let's see what she has to say. Dear Fairy Lute reader, the creation of Alchemised has been a long time coming. When I try to think of exactly when it all began, there's part of me that feels like it's been in the works since before I was born, as though I've spent my life carrying it. Part 1. I'm going to pull up the audiobook now, and I'm just going to listen to it while I clean and tidy my room. It's currently 1:20, so I only have a few hours to pretty much clean and get myself ready, because I do have date night plans with my boyfriend tonight. Let's pull up the audiobook. So, Alchemised.
Penguin Random House Audio presents Alchemised.
I forgot I have it on 2 speed.
No.
We should probably slow it down a bit. Let's try 1.8.
Bit by Saskia Malaveld.
Wait, this is telling me 24 hours and 9 minutes at 1.5 speed. 1.5 is 24 hours. What is it at 1? It says 36 hours and 15 minutes at regular speed. I fear this is the longest book I've ever read. 36 hours. Because we have to have this book read by the time we go to New York, because that is my deadline. So, here we go.
Prologue. Helena wondered sometimes if she still had eyes.
Good morning. It is Monday, and I didn't really read too much over the weekend. I think I'm like 5 chapters in so far. Lots of information being thrown at me. The main character is confused. I'm also confused, but currently logged in, and while I work during the morning, we're gonna listen to more of the audiobook. But I'm probably not gonna vlog it, but I will be back later just because I have a meeting in a little bit, and so once my meeting's over, I'll be able to like really get into it. So until then, we are semi-passive listening. Okay, so I totally lied. I didn't actually end up listening to my audiobook this morning just because I felt like I blinked and then it was time for me to leave, and I never started the audiobook. So we were back from lunch. I got my brows done. If you're wondering why I look slightly different and like better, it's because the brows are done and filled in. I don't really know where the story is going. I don't really like understand the plot yet. All I know is that she woke up, lost her memories through some way or another. The world's totally different from where she left it. I'm guessing she was in love with the Luke guy. Luke guy is dead. Now there's this other guy who's like her school nemesis, which I'm assuming is like the Draco character. He's now popped into the picture. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like nothing has really happened. It's a lot of world building and info dumping, so we're gonna climb back in. I'm on chapter 5. I currently have 22 hours and 27 minutes left at 1.5 speed. So we're gonna listen to this while we work, and I will pop back in if I have an update. Happy Tuesday evening. It is just about 8 o'clock. As you can see, I am fresh from the shower. I was bad and I ordered Chipotle. We are going to go nonverbal, chow down, and we are going to listen to Alchemised. I honestly haven't gotten too much further into it since my last check-in. I listened to it a little bit today at work, at the office. We have 20 hours and 44 minutes left. We are at the very end of chapter 10. I have a minute left in chapter 10. So far, really not a lot has happened. Theron, or whatever his name is, I don't know. I kind of have a theory, but I know I could be like extremely wrong, but I kind of think part of her missing memories is like somehow they were involved together, whether romantically or friendship wise or like plot wise, like they were in on something together. I feel like that's coming. My cheese is not even melted, but you know what? All I can say is I got free chips. He just said, the world already knows that she's mine. Girl. I don't know why his wife hates her so much, but I'm thinking it's more of like a pure jealousy thing. And I don't know. I think it's going to play out in a bad way somehow. Like the wife is going to do something stupid and it's going to screw things up. You know? But we're going to carry on with the chapter. Happy Wednesday. I am just home from the office. I have officially made it to part 2 of Alchemised. Thoughts so far. I don't know how I feel about the whole pregnancy thing that was going on. But yeah, so far I felt like nothing else has really happened beyond that. Like I feel like there's still really not a lot going on in this book. We're now in the past, and I think this is gonna piece together some things for us, but like, I don't know. Am I hating this book so far? No. Am I loving this book so far? Also no. So we're very much just down the middle. I probably will not be reading for the rest of the day. I was listening at work, which is why I didn't vlog, but my phone is practically dead, and I'm probably not gonna vlog for the rest of tonight, so this is just my little check-in for the day. I need to veg a little because I got like the worst sleep ever last night. We will come back tomorrow. I work from home tomorrow, so I should be able to vlog a little bit more, and we will continue on. I think I only have like 17 hours and something minutes left in the audiobook, so we're making progress. Like we're going somewhere. Where that is though, I have no idea. Happy Thursday. I just clocked back in from lunch, so while we work, we are going to listen to Alchemised. I don't remember my update, but I think I told you that I'm on part 2. I haven't listened much, honestly, because I've been a busy girl, but we are going to listen to Alchemised while we tackle our to-do list. We have 17 hours and 24 minutes left in the audiobook, and we're just gonna dive back in and see how far we get as we finish up the workday.
Map of the full city-state, the 2 main islands, that's all marked out. Most were colored black or red.
I have an update. Don't mind me. I quickly got ready for Disney Channel night tonight, but I'm on chapter, hold please. I'm on chapter 27, guys. So we're in like the past before like the whole first part of the book, like how this is how we got to the first part of the book. He literally asked her, do you want me to tell you everything that I've done? And then she responded with, do you want to? And that literally already happened, and I'm low-key kind of dead. Also the ring. Where's her ring? Like, he still has his ring on. Where did her ring go after the war? I'm starting to get questions. I'm starting to get into this book. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta leave in like 20 minutes. We're gonna read for another 20 minutes. And then we gotta skedaddle. But so far, okay, I'm now finally starting to get into the story a little more. I have 16 hours and 19 minutes left of the audiobook. Good morning, happy Saturday. I know I said I was gonna like vlog on Friday, but Disney Channel night like took me out and I was bedridden most of the day. Like my butt was in bed working on my laptop for the majority of the day, and then I felt like a zombie. Anyway, we have so much cleaning to do today, and there's no better thing to do while cleaning than listen to an audiobook. So we are going to continue on our Alchemised journey. We have 16 hours and 13 minutes left at 1.5 speed. I also, today marks 1 week from today. I will be on an airplane on my trip, so I need to finish this book before next Saturday, which is crazy. I have so much to do for that trip. It's like not even funny.
Doing something, although perhaps not what he'd intended.
Happy Monday. I just clocked out for my lunch. I am eating some leftover fettuccine alfredo. I honestly have not listened to my audiobook yet today because I've just been concentrating on other things. And I had to edit some videos, so it's very hard to do that while you're listening to an audiobook. So we are going to put it on right now. We're going to listen to it while we eat our food, and probably we're going to listen to it for the rest of the day. We have 14 hours and 28 minutes left. So far, I don't remember what my last update was, but nothing too crazy has happened, except for like him getting injured and her healing him, and then like he retaliated, which we don't love, but you know, I'm still undecided how I feel about this story. So we are going to jump back in. Happy Tuesday. It is currently 7:46 p.m. as you can see. I did DoorDash myself dinner. Here's how tonight is gonna go. I am going to continue listening to the audiobook of Alchemised, but not until after I eat. I have had like a weird day where I almost feel too productive to the point where I get everything done way too fast. And then I had Pilates tonight, so I just need like a little bit of downtime. We're gonna kill 2 birds, 1 stone. We are going to bed rot, watch part of a show that we started watching, and eat our dinner. As soon as dinner is done, I have some like admin stuff I have to do for my little side job. And while I do that, we are gonna listen to the audiobook. And we will do that until we are done with that. And then depending on the time, we'll see. Because I recently bought a coloring book. And I started coloring in it last night. And I already messed it up before you go there. So like, so cute, right? Like, I think I did a cute job. I flipped the page and I flipped the page again. And it says that you should put a piece of paper behind the page that you're coloring on. Because, as I learned the hard way, it bleeds through. I will in fact listen to the audiobook and color for a little bit tonight. That is how today is gonna go. So I will be back after I have ate dinner. So far nothing crazy has happened. I think I have like 12 hours left. 12 hours and 11 minutes. I'm on chapter 43. We're making progress, but we still have quite a ways to go in 3 days. Sorry I never updated you yesterday. Yesterday was like a very busy, stressful day. It was honestly a very rough day for me. So I didn't do a little reading update, but I did listen to the audiobook. I am down, I think, to 8 hours. I have 8 hours and 35 minutes left in Alchemised. We are getting close. Today is Thursday, which means we have today and tomorrow to finish up this audiobook before I leave for my trip. I still don't know how I feel about it, TBH. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, like the story is very interesting. I'm reserving like my thoughts and comments until the end because I started getting served like Alchemised TikToks and people are like destroyed the last 5% of the book. I read the part where Farron saved her after she reanimated Soren, and like that whole thing, and they finally like actually got together. So that's where we're at. I just feel like I'm not emotionally super connected to the characters, like in a way that I thought that I would be. Normally by now, like I'm like in it, and I don't feel like super in it, and I don't know if it's because of the story or if it's because just I'm like stressed currently, and it's not just like trip stuff, it's like life stuff. So I don't know if I'm just like emotionally like at capacity. We will come back a little bit later once we start listening to it again, and then yeah, we're getting in the last stretch of this book. I'm very excited for that. It's actually helping me feel excited. Every Friday, we officially leave tomorrow. I still have not finished the audiobook. We're making progress though. I have 7 hours and 9 minutes left, so my goal is to listen to this for most of the day today. Starting now, we are clocked in for work. Yes, I'm working in my pajamas. We listen and we don't judge. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook, and yeah, I will check in when I have an update. I am back from my nail appointment. I lied earlier. I did not actually, well, I listened to a little bit of the audiobook on my way to my nail appointment, which, so cute. But we are back home. We are back at work. I did get a iced tea from Clutch on my way. We're gonna finish our half of our cake from last night, drink our tea, and we are going to jump back into the audiobook. Some things have been happening, which honestly, thank God, because I'm like, how are we gonna tie this all back together? Like, when are we gonna bridge that gap? When is that bomb gonna drop? So essentially what happened is the bombing just happened, and Farron like saved her and took her to his estate, and she's like recovering. And yeah, we finally found out that like his end of the deal is only so good as long as like she stays alive. So they're at a crossroads. We'll see what happens. I really need to just like listen to this and stop getting distracted with other things. But we have 6 hours and 28 minutes left, which isn't too bad because it's only like 2 o'clock right now. So that would take us to like 9, maybe 10 p.m., which is doable. I think we're gonna finish this tonight. So here we go. Done for the day for work. I am starting to pack. We have 3 hours and 45 minutes left of this audiobook. I'm on part 3 now, which I think is the final part. Chapter 66. She finally remembers. He kind of explains things to her, but is still not being like super forthcoming. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this ends, because like so far, like things are fine. Things are fine. Why are people crying? Things are fine. I'm scared. We have made it to New York. I finished Alchemised on the plane. This is like a terrible angle. Hold on. We're working with what we got. I just got to the hotel room. I look crazy, but let's talk about this book while it's still fresh in my mind. Overall, I give it like 4 solid stars. I still feel like this lighting is so bad. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to make it better. Like, it's a mess. I literally just got in. Ignore the hair. Ignore the face. Like, we're gonna ignore everything. A solid 4 stars. The story was very different than how I imagined it was gonna be. I pretty much went in blind. I did not read Manacled. I think that's the non-traditionally published one was good. It was a lot darker than I was expecting. There were a lot of like darker themes in this one. There were some uncomfy things in this one. It was very interesting how everything got pieced together in the end and how her memories came back and she started to remember, and then how all hell broke loose. I will say this book did not make me cry. I just don't think I ever got emotionally invested in these characters the way I have with some of the other ones. I'm also trying to talk really quietly because it's 1 in the morning and I don't want to be obnoxious to people next to me because the rooms are small. But yeah, it was a solid book. It's very good. I liked how the epilogue was from her daughter's point of view. I really did enjoy that. I kind of wished we got a little bit more filled in between like her giving birth and then her daughter going back to, what's the name of the place, to like where they escaped from. I would love to see more of like her daughter's POV, like kind of growing up, like the conversations of when she found out who her parents were, what they did, the truth of the story beyond what's been told. That would have been cool, but maybe there's like a novella or something coming our way and we're getting that. I don't know. But it was really good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite like Hermione story. Rose and Chains is still number 1 for me. But now I am officially caught up on all of the traditionally published Hermione stories just in time for Cursed Child tomorrow. I'm so excited. I know this reading vlog was very chaotic and not how I typically do reading vlogs, and I'm so sorry for that, but literally like this week was crazy for me and a lot of unexpected things kept coming up. But thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what you thought of this book if you've read it, so let's talk about it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.